completely glass. But there are a few sketches going around already, concepts, and I gotta say, the actual idea of a phone that's made entirely out of glass and just a little strip of metal is fantastic. It looks so sexy. But according to Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal, it will be a flat pane of glass. It will be completely made out of glass. Not only this exclusive model, but also the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. So the standard iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will actually have a very similar design to the current 7, 6S, and 6, except it will be fully glass now. So it will constitute a full redesign just in terms of materials. The actual exclusive flagship will be the one with the crazy wraparound display around the edges. So let's talk about the actual design of this phone. So we've got several sources that are saying it won't be the biggest one in the lineup. It'll actually have 5.2 inches of usable screen space, with the rest wrapping around the phone, possibly to be used as volume buttons or some sort of extra information space. Now, of course, it's going to have that organic LED display. It replaces LCD. It's a superior technology. You can actually curve the display as it is bendable. It has superior contrast ratio, superior black colors. It's more efficient. You can make phones thinner as it doesn't require a backlight. There are so many benefits to an organic LED panel, so it's about time Apple puts one in the iPhone. And this is the thing I'm most excited about, because an organic LED display is awesome. Apple's going to make it even better. They're going to only have the finest display in their phone. I mean, if you take a look at their current lineup, LCDs, they have the best, most accurate color of an LCD ever made. Literally, they've reached the roof of how good an LCD can get. Now it's time to incorporate a new technology, organic LED. Now this is a very interesting detail, because this one thing is going to make the difference between a smartphone and something that looks completely from the future. The iPhone 8 will not have a home button. So technically the iPhone 7 right now doesn't have a real home button. It's just a piece of glass that's physically feeling like a home button with the Taptic engine, but there's no press. It's all part of the display. Now the iPhone 8 is going to take that a step further with a fully integrated home button into the display. Apple has multiple patents for this that would allow them to use Touch ID anywhere on the display. Now that means you can click home from many areas on the display. It'll probably still be towards the bottom of the phone, but there will be no cutout for a home button, no sort of physical presence of that home button. It will all be via software or some sort of solution like that. So it's going to be an incredibly clean front look on the phone, and the actual camera itself, the front-facing camera, will be built, manufactured, and integrated into that display. Now, why? Why would Apple separate the lineup like that? And why would Apple add an all-glass design? So the lineup issue, not everybody wants an organic LED phone. Not everybody wants to spend those exorbitant prices for a phone. You can bet your butt it's going to be around $1,000. Okay, I'm going to say it. You can bet your ass it's going to be around $1,000. It's going to be expensive. So not everybody's going to want to buy a phone that's worth that much. And why the glass casing? There's actually a couple reasons for this. Very good ones, in fact. So glass itself is beautiful. It's Johnny Ive's vision for the future, but not only that, it could actually help with scratches. So that jet black color that we saw with the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, it scratches so easily, because in the end it's just metal, painted metal. Glass itself will be more resistant to scratching while retaining that same glossy factor, and it's been such a popular choice, but not a lot of people like me want to carry it around because it's just gonna get so scratched up, and I don't want a really scratched up phone. 2, the glass casing allows for easier transmission of energy. That means wireless charging. The iPhone 8 is rumored to come with wireless charging, finally. So not only is it going to get wireless charging like the Galaxies, it'll get wireless charging from a distance. Now this is a big maybe. This one is a big maybe. Wireless charging, yes, but there are a couple problems to overcome with transmitting energy through a long distance in a room, just loss of energy. And Apple needs to overcome this issue somehow. There is rumor that they're partnering with multiple firms in order to fix this and allow for something that's never been done on a phone, charging your phone while holding it in a room. How crazy would that be? But, there's issues right now that they need to overcome. But in any case, it will come with wireless charging, as there are too many patents that point to it happening. Now, Japanese site Nikkei is reporting that the iPhone 8 will receive an enhanced Taptic engine. This will be the 4th year in a row that Apple improves the vibration motor, and mostly because there will be a huge display and there will be no physical home button. So you're going to want to reproduce the feeling of a physical press anywhere on the phone. And with a larger Taptic engine, that will be possible. And a couple things I wanted to mention about the differences between the models. We don't know much at this point, but the standard iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will not have an organic LED display. They will just have LCDs. Organic LED will be reserved for the higher end flagship model. So also the dual lens camera will be available on both the 8 Plus and the exclusive flagship. They will both share that camera. The iPhone 8 will still have its regular single shooter. We don't know if it'll be a flattened camera bump on the back. I wish it would, because Johnny Ive himself wants a flat slab of glass, not a flat slab of glass with a little hump for the camera. But an interesting detail about the camera on the Plus models is both lenses inside of the camera will now have an optical image stabilization motor. Currently, only the wide angle lens does, not the telephoto lens, and on the iPhone 8, both will have one, meaning better images, more stable while zooming on your camera. Really nice. And the very last thing I wanted to talk about is actual power. So the A10 in the iPhone 7 is crazy how powerful it is. It impressed me with just the specs and then real world usage, how blazing fast it is compared to competitors. The Geekbench scores are off the charts. So there's a lot to live up to for the A11. TSMC already spoke and said that it will receive a 20% increase over the A10 in terms of power and a 40% decrease in actual consumption of energy. That's a pretty significant upgrade, I gotta say. It will mean the iPhone 8 has a much longer lasting battery.